He's known as Captain Slow, but what if I told you that James May is nothing like the person Top Gear made him out to be? There's a side of James May that Top Gear never showed you, a side that might just change the way you see him forever. From shocking behind-the-scenes truths to the secret passion that almost took him away from TV, this is James May like you've never seen before. Let's dive into what Top Gear didn't tell you about James May. From the very first moment you hit play, imagine a montage of high-octane car chases, quirky on-screen moments, and sly glances that hint at secrets hidden behind the persona of one of Top Gear's most beloved presenters, James May. In this opening segment, we set the stage by not only celebrating the show's adrenaline-fueled adventures, but also by drawing attention to the intriguing gaps in the narrative that have left many fans wondering, what really lies beneath his calm exterior? As the camera pans over his most memorable moments, each carefully selected to represent the blend of humor, meticulous detail, and unexpected spontaneity that defined his role on Top Gear, we begin to peel back the layers of the public figure versus the private man. We reflect on the juxtaposition of his methodical approach to car mechanics with his offhand, sometimes enigmatic personal remarks during interviews, hinting at experiences and insights the show never quite revealed. Every well-timed pause and lingering shot invites the viewer to question whether the persona on the screen is merely an act designed for our entertainment, or if there's a more complex narrative lurking beneath. The tone is set for an exploration that goes beyond the surface gloss of witty one-liners and choreographed stunts to address the hidden emotions, passions, and personal struggles that have influenced his career. Could there be stories from his early days of fascination with engines and mechanics that Top Gear chose to leave out? Are there moments of vulnerability and raw honesty that have been obscured by the show's high production values? With a promise of revealing unexpected details that challenge the familiar narrative, the introduction leaves us with a tantalizing question. What truth lies behind those carefully curated moments of levity and precision? And as we draw near to the close of this first part, one cannot help but wonder, what secret twist in James May's journey might upend everything we think we know about the man behind the legend? In this second segment, we embark on an in-depth exploration of James May's origins, a narrative that starts far before the glitz of television cameras and the roar of high-performance engines. Born with a curious mind and a penchant for mechanical puzzles, James's formative years were marked by quiet determination, a thirst for knowledge, and an inherent desire to understand the workings of the world around him. Here we delve into the early influences that shaped his identity. From the dusty workshop of a family garage where he first learned the delicate dance of gears and pistons, to the countless hours spent devouring books on engineering and science. His formative experiences, filled with both triumphs and challenges, laid the groundwork for a persona that would later captivate millions on Top Gear. Interviews with family members and childhood friends reveal a stark contrast between the introspective boy who quietly observed and the charismatic presenter known for his unflappable demeanor on screen. We uncover details of his education and the subtle influences that nudged him toward a career that was as much about precision as it was about performance. This biography is not just a recount of dates and milestones, but a rich tapestry of moments where passion intersected with purpose, and where early setbacks were transformed into stepping stones towards a celebrated future. But as we detail the hidden layers of his personal history, questions begin to mount. Could there be untold stories from those pivotal early years that influenced his approach to life and media? Are there surprising anecdotes or forgotten mentors who played a critical role in shaping his identity, only to be omitted from the polished narrative presented on television? With every personal revelation, we find ourselves on the brink of uncovering a secret that might redefine our understanding of his journey. Just when it seems we have the full picture, a subtle hint emerges. Something in his past that may have sparked an internal conflict or ignited an unexpected passion. What could this overlooked chapter be, and how did it silently sculpt the icon we revere today? This segment offers a deep dive into the fascinating duality that defines James May. The split between his meticulously crafted Top Gear persona and the multifaceted individual beyond the studio lights. On screen, he is the picture of calculated charm, delivering witty quips and detailed car critiques with the confidence of a seasoned presenter. Yet, beneath the polished veneer lies a man who, in quieter moments away from the public eye, reveals layers of complexity, introspection, and even occasional doubt. We explore how his on-screen character, a blend of precision, humor, and understated authority, was carefully curated to entertain and inform millions, while his personal life remained shrouded in nuances that seldom made it to the broadcast. Anecdotes from colleagues, candid interviews, and rare behind-the-scenes footage hint at a side of James that is deeply reflective, unguarded, and at times vulnerable. It becomes evident that his public image was as much a product of his own meticulous self-curation as it was of the demands of a high-octane television format. There is an intriguing interplay between performance and authenticity, one that raises compelling questions about the nature of celebrity and the cost of maintaining an image that resonates with audiences worldwide. While his carefully honed public persona commands respect and admiration, whispers of personal secrets and unspoken emotions suggest that the man behind the presenter might be wrestling with a narrative far richer and more conflicted than the one we see on screen. Could it be that his calm, measured delivery conceals hidden passions or unresolved internal battles? As we uncover fragments of his private struggles and moments of unintentional candor, the line between performance and genuine self becomes ever more blurred. And as the story unfolds, one is left to ponder. Might the truth of his internal life upend the myth of the unflappable presenter we've come to know? What unexpected revelations lie just beneath the surface, waiting to reshape our understanding of the man who is both a master of the spotlight and a keeper of enigmatic secrets? Here we peel back the layers to reveal the hidden stories and lesser-known facts that have long been concealed behind the high production values of Top Gear. Beyond the scripted lines and choreographed stunts, there exists a treasure trove of anecdotes that speak to James May's private passions and eccentricities. Delving into the archives of forgotten interviews, candid behind-the-scenes footage, and even snippets of personal journals, we begin to assemble a mosaic of tales that have never been fully shared with the public. Perhaps it's the story of a quiet afternoon spent restoring a vintage car in solitude, or the secret hobby that once took him away from the limelight. A passion for rare, almost arcane, mechanical contraptions that he collected with almost obsessive dedication. These stories reveal a man who is as deeply committed to his craft as he is to the personal rituals that give his life meaning. We uncover moments when James, away from the cameras, allowed his guard to drop, showing a side of himself that is both raw and refreshingly human. The narrative weaves together threads of nostalgia, regret, and quiet triumph, challenging the sanitized portrayal of his public persona. Yet, with every intriguing detail uncovered, new questions arise. How did these secret pursuits shape his public decisions? What were the influences behind these hidden passions? And could they be the key to understanding the dual nature of his personality? There are hints of personal sacrifices made in pursuit of perfection, a journey that may have cost him dearly in ways that the show never addressed. As we stand on the brink of these revelations, one cannot help but feel the pull of a deeper mystery, lurking just beyond the next anecdote. What is the full story behind these untold chapters of his life, and how might they reframe the legacy he has built on and off the screen? With every uncovered secret, the puzzle deepens, leaving us with a lingering question. What other astonishing details remain hidden, waiting to be discovered? In this fifth segment, we shift focus from the man himself to the broader ripple effects of his work, examining the profound impact James May has had on both car culture and the media landscape. His role on Top Gear was more than just a position on a television set. It became a cultural phenomenon that influenced how millions perceive the world of automobiles and the art of storytelling within the automotive realm. Through his unique blend of technical insight and personable charm, he introduced audiences to the intricate beauty of engineering marvels and the nostalgia of classic vehicles, making even the most complex mechanical details accessible and engaging. This segment dissects how his contributions helped to transform car journalism into a blend of entertainment and education, creating a template for future shows and influencing a generation of automotive enthusiasts. Interviews with industry experts, fellow presenters, and critics underscore his role as a mediator between the mechanical and the emotional, a storyteller who bridged the gap between raw horsepower and the human spirit. We analyze how his careful dissection of automotive design and performance not only boosted car sales and interest in vintage models, but also spurred debates on environmental issues, the evolution of technology, and the balance between tradition and innovation. Yet, despite the clear successes, there is an undercurrent of unresolved influence, a quiet tension about how much of this cultural shift was spontaneous genius, and how much was a calculated move by media producers. Could it be that there are aspects of his influence that even his closest collaborators have yet to fully understand or reveal? As we consider the far-reaching effects of his work, an intriguing open loop remains. What unexpected consequences, both positive and negative, might his legacy be nurturing in the rapidly evolving world of automotive media? Just when it seems that we have traced the contours of his impact, hints of undisclosed controversies and behind-the-scenes decisions beckon us further into a labyrinth of cultural influence. What untold narratives about his role in shaping car culture remain hidden? And how might they redefine the legacy of a man who has forever altered our perception of speed, style, and substance? In the final segment of our exploration, we bring together the myriad threads of James May's multifaceted story, synthesizing the journey from an inquisitive youth to a media icon whose influence extends far beyond the confines of Top Gear. This conclusion is not merely a summation, but a reflective deep dive into the lessons learned and the questions raised throughout our narrative. We revisit the key revelations, from his unvarnished early years and the stark duality between his public persona and private self, to the clandestine stories and subtle influences that have, piece by piece, defined his remarkable career. As we recount the moments of humor, introspection, and raw passion that have both inspired and mystified fans, we also take a step back to consider the broader implications of his legacy on modern car journalism and popular culture. Here, the call to action is as much an invitation for the audience to engage with the mystery as it is a prompt to reflect on their own perceptions of celebrity and authenticity. We encourage viewers to share their own theories, memories, and questions, opening a dialogue that could lead to new insights or even spark fresh investigations into the hidden dimensions of his life. Amid this reflective tone, however, a tantalizing question persists, urging us not to close the book on this captivating saga too quickly. What further secrets might still lie dormant, waiting to resurface in future interviews or rare archival footage? As we sign off this segment, we challenge the audience to ponder the possibility that the full story of James May is still unfolding. A story that defies finality and invites continuous exploration. Just when you think the narrative has reached its end, an unexplained detail or a lingering whisper from the past hints that there may be more chapters yet to be written. What could be the next unexpected twist in this enthralling tale? And how will it change everything you thought you knew about the man behind the myth?